Mount Panorama, the Formula Vee Mount Panorama Challenge, and a great dice here, Damien White, for 4th position. This is David Cutts in the Jacer chassis, fighting off Stephen Butcher and Matthew Pearce.
And I think Matthew Pearce is just sitting back and waiting for those two to see if they bring each other undone.
And Porter here, taking the lead on the run up to the cutting from Ryan Simpson, who looked slow on the exit of Griffin's Bend, and now Ben Porter takes over in car number 1, and this is a case of chess, really. It's deciding, do you want to lead the last lap later on in this race, or how do you position yourself for this final couple of laps?
Well, I think you use the whole race to determine how quick you can catch someone in a slipstream going down Conrod Straight, and if you feel confident that you can hold them behind, well, sure, you try to lead, but if you think you can get a slingshot down the straight, make sure you come in second, heading onto that straight for the last lap.
Porter and Simpson across the top towards Brock's Skyline. They've got a nice little buffer here back to 3rd place. This is a replay down at the chase. Zane El Sayed getting a bit sideways there. But here are our leaders down at the elbow, and this turn, this is absolutely critical to set up the run down Conrod Straight.
It definitely is, and you can hear the gear changes are very quick. They're very slick, because if you have half a miss of a gear, you're going to ruin your run down the whole length of the straight.
We should point out too that these cars up towards the front are running the bigger engine, the 1600cc engine. They run disc brakes as opposed to the drum brakes front and rear on the 1200cc cars. But Simpson again slipstreaming back on past. Porter with the counter move up the inside at the chase. Can't quite do it there.
Benjamin Porter, if I was him, I probably wouldn't be showing my strength down into the braking zone there. I'd probably leave that to the last lap of the race, just in case Simpson leads him going into Caltex.
Back in car with Zane El Sayed down at the chase.
You can see they're duelling for position, but up ahead we can see some dust off there. Couldn't quite see who it was, but someone's run very wide and off into the grass there.
Michael Kinsella is in the number 35, the blue car to our left at the moment. He's a multiple New South Wales state champion, and Formula Vee Racing so strong from a state-based point of view, but this is a really good dice here, but it just shows how you need to keep the momentum up in these cars.
Definitely need to keep the momentum up, but Zane is not afraid to get those wheels close. As you can see, they're out there, they're exposed, and if they get tangled up, they easily flip you over onto your head.
The long run up Mountain Straight. Here are the leaders, Porter and Simpson, stretching clear from 3rd place. Now that's David Cutts. So Nicky Herford, who was in 3rd, he must have been that car down at the chase that ran off.
Well, there was lots of dust, and I wonder if he will manage to get it back onto the track. But look at the in-car camera here. 2, 3, 4 wide going up the Mountain Straight.
Chris Purvis to the right, Andrew McLaughlin in the middle, Adam Proctor to the left. Pick a side, any side. Up the inside is the go for El Sayed into Griffin's Bend. And they did that really, really well. 3 wide at Mount Panorama. That's big stuff.
It's very brave to go through turn 2 or any corner on Mount Panorama 2 or 3 wide, but if I was Andrew McLaughlin, I'll be having a meeting with the engine builder after this event.
Here are our leaders, and Porter just starting to edge clear and break that critical slipstream toe from Ryan Simpson. They have really cleared away. Now here's a replay on the run up Mountain Straight. That was David Swan in, appropriately enough, the Ugly Duck racing car.
Very good. Benjamin Porter has managed to get a bit of a gap heading across the top of the mountain and down towards Conrod Straight. Let's just see now if Ryan Simpson can get in that slipstream and get him before the end of the straight.
He's a long way back. He's a good couple of car lengths back, and Porter is starting to weave left and right, and Simpson is going to follow wherever the checkmate JP02 goes down Conrod, but he's just starting to pick it up a little bit towards the end, but Porter's keen to break it, and he holds on the run down Conrod.
I've never seen a car swerve so aggressively down Conrod Straight to try to break that slipstream, but it's actually worked.
The run through the chase. These two are the class of the field in race 2 at Mount Panorama. The Vees back at Bathurst for the first time since 1999. There's a win up for grabs, the final turn, and Ben Porter has done it nicely. Simpson closes, goes really hard at the last corner, but it's not enough. It's 1-1. Ben Porter takes race 2 in the Formula Vee Challenge at Mount Panorama, and the fight for 3rd, David Cutts will make it home just in front of Steve Butcher and Matthew Pearce, but the Vees back at the mountain with a vengeance.
Right across the top of the mountain, Benjamin Porter has obviously said checkmate in his checkmate JP02 shadow.
Here's a replay down at the chase, and that is a heavy bit of contact. A bit further back in the pack. Tim Hamilton from Queensland introducing himself to the wall at Falcon Elbow.
Unfortunately, Hamilton hit the wall because Anthony Kavanagh in front went in a little bit too hard, hit the wall himself, and Hamilton followed him in.
Ben Porter takes race 2 at Mount Panorama from Ryan Simpson and David Cutts. Running out the 10, Andrew McLaughlin and then Chris Purvis and Zane Al-Sayed. Race 3 after the break.